Wake up! Achilles is overpowered. 7 months since my last Smite video, and I'm already bitching. Except, that's not the focus of today's video. Yes, I'm talking about the fact that he is overpowered, but I'm not going all, well, it's overpowered, it's not fair, No. With most gods, when they're overpowered, it's easy to figure out why. Achilles, on the other hand, seems to be a little bit more complicated. So today, I'm going to break him down ability by ability and explain just why he's so overpowered. Starting with his passive, Gift of the Gods, that gives a little bit of a health and protection bonus, or movement speed and power bonus, which you can change at the fountain. Now at first glance, this doesn't seem like that big of a deal. 35 plus a bit, 5 plus a bit, 1 plus a bit, and 3 plus a bit per level. Not that big of a deal. Except at max level, that turns to a 235 health, 25 protections, 6% movement speed, and 43 bonus physical power. And as you'll find out from his other abilities, that physical power scales really well with all the rest of his abilities. Now, this is a strong passive, but not enough on its own to make him overpowered. So let's move on to the next one, Shield of Achilles. This is a high damaging ability that has the potential to stun with a long range. Now if you hit them at the far range, it only does 70% of the damage and it doesn't do the stun, but it's still a long range and it can hit a lot of targets. 300 damage plus 90% of your physical power. 90% is insane for a physical power ability. Especially on a warrior, it's a lot of damage. Now yeah, you're normally not going to be building a lot of power on Achilles because he's going to be building tanky because he's more of a frontliner, except you can use Achilles in the jungle. Meaning you can build him with a lot more damage and utilize his physical power bonus and movement speed from his passive to make him a very strong jungler. Combine that with the extra range here and the stun, and Achilles can be a pretty decent ability-based jungler. Now, we're going to skip his second ability and go straight to the combat dodge next. 215 damage plus 50% of your physical power. That doesn't seem like that big of a deal, except it's an omnidirectional dash, meaning you can use it in any direction, not just dashing forward, which is great for dodging enemy abilities and counterattacking, but then you can follow that up with this strike. Except if you land it, you can do it again. So if you land both of them, that's 430 plus 100% of your physical power, which once again is insane scaling. And it's combined with the fact that you can use it to dodge their attacks while counterattacking. Now, let's add that all up with Radiant Glory. If you put no bonus points into it because you don't care about the healing, you still get 15% bonus to physical power, 15% bonus to your protections, and 20% crowd control reduction, which makes your abilities hit harder while also being able to take less damage and be crowd controlled less while going in. And you're still getting a little bit of healing. Now, if you do put in the points to level up that healing, it is 35 plus 10% of your physical power, plus the 15% bonus physical power from the ability itself, and it can activate on up to 4 targets. And this lasts 6 seconds with a 10-second cooldown. Meaning, if you get full cooldown reduction, the full 40%, it'll last 6 seconds, and it has a 6-second cooldown, which means you can have this up all the time. Now once again, getting back to the healing. At max level, with just boots for power and the power from his passive, you can heal for 178 per ability, which if you land both of your combat dodges and your Shield of Achilles and you hit 4 targets, you're looking at 534 healing on top of the insane damage you're doing with just boots. That is just boots. So you're doing insane healing with extra power and protections on abilities that do a lot of damage, that scale really well with power, with a passive that you can make yourself even more tanky or do more damage, all depending on what you want, while having the ability to easily dodge abilities and counterattack. That is strong, but that's not what pushes him up to overpowered. The final icing on the cake is his ultimate, Fatal Strike. This ultimate is like the bonuses of an Ao Kuang ultimate plus a Scylla ultimate, meaning that he can execute like Ao Kuang, except even better than Ao Kuang because it's a dash, so he's got more range on it. Except if he kills someone, it resets and he gets to use it again. Just like Scylla's ultimate, except it's much easier to hit than Scylla's ultimate. So, even if you don't land the execute though, it does 540 damage plus 100% of your physical power, and then makes them take 10% increased damage. On top of that, you can stack that with his Radiant Glory for an extra 15% physical power, meaning it'll do 115% of your physical power on top of that 540. But if you don't care so much about the damage of it, because it is an execute, you can put no bonus points into it. No bonus points. Meaning you can focus all of your ability points on your other abilities to make you stronger in that area before putting any into the ultimate, and you can still get the execute out of it. Which is terrifying, because if you're building no power, you can and you're not worrying about your damage, and you're building no power. See, I'm even losing my ability to talk here because I'm just so blown away by how insane this ultimate is. You can still get the execute off, and if you get the execute off on one guy, then you can chain it off and kill their whole team. So if you're in a team fight and you're just diving in, you're diving in with the health bonus and protection bonus because you're not caring about your damage. You're also getting the 15% additional protections and 20% crowd control reduction. You're running in there, being super hard to kill, healing yourself like a motherfucker, stunning people, dodging abilities, and then when they get low, you're just chain executing their whole fucking team. It is terrifying. And even in a solo lane perspective, if you're going 1v1 against your opponent, they can't risk fighting you at low health because you can just ultimate and instant kill them. So they have to return or risk dying by an insta-give. It's an insane ultimate that doesn't sound very insane if you're not looking at it from the right perspective, but because it's on a tanky warrior that has extra tanky capabilities because of his Gift of the Gods and Radiant Glory, it makes it all the more terrifying of an ultimate, because most executes are on squishy assassins. And when I say most executes, I mean the only executes are on squishy assassins. Yes, I count Ao Kuang as an assassin. He's a magic assassin. Let's be real here. But you put it on a tanky warrior now, and it has extra range, and it resets itself. It's insane. His whole kit makes him so overpowered because all of his abilities work so well together. Everything has insane scaling and gets bonus scaling from Radiant Glory, and his passive can give him extra power if you're wanting to stack defensive items, but it can also make him tankier, which works really well with the fact that he gets tankier from Radiant Glory and doesn't need to do a bunch of damage because he can throw out stuns, dodge shit, and then execute the whole fucking team. Achilles is still overpowered. Best god in the game? Not really, but definitely overpowered, and this is why. And if you guys agree, great, awesome. Let me know in the comment section below. If you disagree, think I'm an idiot, you think he's actually underpowered, hey, let me know too. I'm no expert at absolutely everything, but you're probably wrong. But yeah, I accept all comments, all discussions in the section below. Let me know. Once again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to click the bell so you know when our next video comes out. There will be more Smite in the future because I have gotten back into the game. I took a lot of months off of it, but I'm back. I'm playing it regularly. There's going to be more World of Warcraft coming up as well, and definitely stay tuned for all that. I'm Ian from Sleep Deprivation, and I will see you guys in the next video.